All right, the Chicago mayor's race is just 7 months away, but there are questions surfacing now. What if the candidate who wins already holds public office? What happens then? Is there a special election? Is someone appointed to the post? We asked these questions to our political reporter, Ann Ahern, who joins us with what the rules are regarding this.
Right. There's some intrigue to all of this because one of the likely candidates for mayor, who has not yet announced, is Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias. He is running for re-election in November. He's heavily favored to win. Nevertheless, the Secretary of State race. Nevertheless, Giannoulias actually started running campaign ads today, which begs the question, is this a way to also raise his profile in the upcoming mayor's race that will have a more crowded field? I spoke with David Greising with the Better Government Association.
Dad?
Chicago is the biggest city in the state. It's the economic engine of the state of Illinois. And when you're talking about the job of Secretary of State, yes, you have to look after Chicago. And the issues you identify that you might want to address could also serve very well if, for some reason, you decide to run for mayor.
If Giannoulias wins the Secretary of State race and the mayor's race, election law states the governor shall fill the Secretary of State's office by appointment, and since there will be more than 28 months remaining in that term, there would be a special election at the next general election, which would be November 2028, to fill that remaining 2 years of the Secretary of State's term.
Interesting how this all works.
Yeah.
And I know this is not the first time we have to consider this. I mean, what about the other mayoral candidates? Anyone else running for 2 offices at the same time?
There is one more. First of all, current state comptroller Susana Mendoza. She has chosen not to go that route. She is not running for re-election. She's going to focus only as a mayoral candidate. However, Mike Quigley, the congressman, he is running for re-election in November as a congressman and also as a candidate in February for mayor. There are different rules for members of Congress, and if he should win both of those elections.
Quigley's office would be open and there's a special election and then the voters get their say immediately. There are good questions about why that doesn't happen with statewide office, but it would take a new law in order to change that.
Illinois election laws state when it comes to congressional openings, if there are more than 240 days before the next general election, the governor shall issue a writ of election within 5 days. That special election, though, would take place within 6 months. Now, there's some history to all of this maneuvering. Back in 1988, Richard M. Daley, he dodged saying whether he would run for mayor, waited until after he won his 3rd term as Cook County State's attorney, and then a month later announced he would, after all, be running for City Hall.
So a little bit of precedence here. It's interesting, the structure that you have the November election, but then we elect a mayor not too long after that.
Not too long after. Why don't they combine all of that?
Could we just put it all together?
If only we were king.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Ann, thank you so much. Appreciate it.